Ladies, gentlemen, Gadako Richard, and I'm back here. I know it's been a couple of days. I'm supposed to be uploading consistently, but I've just been in survival mode a little bit, so I'm kind of just grinding my ass off. But I'm here. We're in cold Canada. I got my window open just to continue working, so I'm frozen all the time, and I just have this urgency about me. The main thing I kind of wanted to just simply touch on today is niggas just aren't working hard enough, bro. And I think I figured out a simple phenomenon. Simply, I wrote it down. I'll write this here, actually. And it's the simple fact, like, if you just observe yourself, if you observe other people, the main reason that you're on social media, on Netflix, and you're distracting yourself, is because deep down you actually feel no need for progression. You want to want more, but your soul just doesn't. Social media is telling you to want more. Your social media is telling you that you're broke, you're unsuccessful, you're not working hard enough. But deep down inside, you actually don't think so, bro. You truly don't think so at all. Do you think you're doing just enough? Honestly, do you think you need to rest? Do you think your finances are fine just because it's not at zero? You think just because other people in your family and your household are, just kind of scraping by, that everything's all fine? Like, if they're just scraping by and nobody's homeless and this, that, then everything's all good. But the fact of the matter is that if you don't grind, if you don't, set yourself up to have an abundance of cash flow, and an abundance of cash flow and just chicken bag, bro. If you don't set yourself up to have an abundance of that, the time will come where family members will become homeless. Family members will lose their houses, and funerals are gonna happen. And you're not gonna be able to pay for shit, and that's the biggest thing that's kind of motivating me right now. Should be for you as well. When I went through the passing of my dad and putting up a GoFundMe for this and that, it was the most. In the back of my head, I'm like, damn, I just felt useless, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I felt useless, and that's kind of what's motivating me now. I don't want anybody else in my family to die, and I don't want to be felt with that lack of utility as a man. Although I was young, although I was 15, I don't give a fuck. That's what's driving me now, to make sure I have the utmost utility to my family and to my future generations, and that's why I continue to put in the work that I put in. Yes, there may be times where I fucking scroll for 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes, and I should actually work on that, and you should work on it too. But I guess we're all human. I guess, if it's gonna distract you one way or another, you're gonna find yourself scrolling, right? But that's kind of that's it, bro. Honestly, that's the main thing that I want to touch on today, is that you truly don't really want to change. Because, bro, if you really wanted to change, you'd be putting in that work, bro. You'd be grinding in some sense. And you don't really, it's not even a distraction from your problems, bro. It's just deep down inside, you feel like there's no need to progress as a man or a woman, and that's why you continue to just scroll on social media and distract yourself with all of these dopamine fucking machines. That's the only reason. That's the only reason, bro. It's not a distraction. It's not a distraction. You just feel no need to progress. Your soul desires nothing more. And you have to admit that to yourself. And I'm not saying it's not changeable. It's not changeable, because I was at that point too, where I, in the back of my head, I'm like, there's nothing really more to chase after, right? It's like, bro, I'm good. I got food. I got a house. I have a job. I'm getting a bi-weekly paycheck, whatever. But then there comes a time now where you realize, oh shit, maybe different family members need specific financial help. Things just get serious, bro. Especially as you get older, you realize how much of a crisis some of your family members may be in, and how much work you got to be putting in. And there's no need to be sitting around lazy. Sleep should be last priority, especially if the bag is low. Sleep should be the last priority, and I'm sure you've heard that before. So that's kind of that, bro. You got to make sure deep down inside your soul actually wants to progress. The main reason your soul does not want to progress is because the devil is alive. The devil is just eating at you. And it's okay, bro, if you're just masturbating on a daily basis, you're eating complete dog shit. I mean, what else do you expect to happen? Do you expect a man with empty balls and a full stomach to actually want more in life? No, because inside your internal survival mechanisms are telling you that you've actually accomplished a lot already. So that's really that. Bro, y'all gotta be putting in that work, bro, because next year, and schedule, make a plan, bro. Make a plan. I feel like nobody really has a plan. Right now, I don't have a car. I came back from Calgary. Came back from Toronto after selling and sold my car before I left. And right now, I don't have a car. I paid a whole bunch of bills and shit. So I just can't really buy a whip right now, especially a good one. I'm not trying to buy another $2,000 whip. I'm trying to buy like a nice little 10G whip, maybe 15. So I'm gonna stack up a little bit of bread before I do that. But you have to have a plan of action. That's what I'm getting at. I'm making a whole plan of action to get there. Like next year, I'm gonna run up $500,000. I'm gonna run 500 bands, and I can't tell you guys like how. Obviously, I'm gonna keep that pretty private. I keep that private from now on. But I'm gonna run up 500 bands next year. I'm gonna buy a BMW M3 2019. I'm gonna wrap it cream as well, get some blue underglow as well, and then I'm gonna get my initials stamped inside of the dashboard. I'm buying that May of 2025, and I have a whole game plan on how I'm gonna get there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run up 500 bands. So what you gotta do, especially yourself, bro, is you gotta make a plan of action. Get a piece of paper, get a notebook. If you're in debt right now, fix it. If you're in debt right now, fix it. I'm in debt a little bit as well. On the plan to fixing it, getting rid of all my debts and doing all that kind of stuff. Draw a plan of action to start to take those steps. Have a plan of action to make it out of whatever situation you're in right now, because literally, bro, like back to the fundamentals and the basics, if you don't have a plan, if you're not progressing towards anything, then nothing is going to come from it, bro. You literally hit whatever targets you're aiming for, and if you're aiming for nothing, then what are you going to hit, G? That's literally nothing. So that's kind of what I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about. It's nothing crazy. It's just understanding that what all these social media people are telling you is that you're distracting yourself from the problems, this, that. The real reality is whatever's going inside of your life, bro, you don't even feel like it is a problem. You're not distracting yourself from anything at all. The real truth is that you don't feel like there's any need to progress, and that's why you sit comfortably and you scroll for hours on hours on hours and hours on end. And don't lie to yourself about it. Deep down inside, you are fine with where you are at, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's either you're fine with where you're at or wherever you want to go. It's so unattainable in your small little mind because you're limiting beliefs, you're limiting self-beliefs, and you're limiting traumas. And those are things you have to work through internally, whether it be journaling on a daily basis, taking in some fucking books, and actually just fixing those chains, because it's not that hard to fix, bro. It's only taking me literally a year to just break these generational curses when it comes to a lot of different, philosophies on life. So you could do the damn same thing, G. That's all I gotta say. Love you guys. Start off tomorrow strong, G. Peace.